We're live. Look at that. I didn't plan on that, but we can be live. We can be live. Let's do this over here. Welcome to the first live stream of the USA Political YouTube channel. This is, oh, look at that. Look at what we've got here going on. Let me change a little bit of the logo. We don't want that logo. Now we are logo free because this is not my other YouTube channel. This is USA Political. How are you today? Here I plan on mostly talking about my goatee. Yes, my goatee. No, here we plan on talking about mostly politics. My other YouTube channel, we talk mostly about Christianity. So, we're going to look at my Facebook feed. Okay? Because on my Facebook feed, I've been quite political lately. And this, I'm such a great poster on Facebook. All I do is post other people's stuff. That's all I do. No original content here. But this is original. If you want to follow me on Facebook, just search Bible Thumping Wingnut. I think that's my username right there. No, it might be Sola Bible Thumping Wingnut. Maybe I'll put the link to my Facebook in the description. Maybe this is going to be a really short video because I just lost my page. All right, so we are. How do you get back to your own page? There we go. All right, I was quite far down, and let me go down here. See the snippy thing that I posted that I wanted to share with you. Gripping live. Hopefully in the future I will just be more prepared and give you screenshots of this stuff, but we're just getting warmed up here. I haven't been live on YouTube in a very long time. Where did that go? Oh wow, we got so much good content. Oh, I'm just looking at all my content. Such good stuff here. I made a video, Trump warns Biden, be careful what you wish for. That's on my other YouTube channel. This was good. I like this guy. Let's see if we can watch this.
And then Amazon, who supplies the servers that Parler uses, kicked Parler off its servers. They took Parler off the internet. To justify its decision, Apple declared Parler is in fact responsible for all user-generated content on its service. Now this runs contrary to the same section 230 that says a platform is not responsible for the content generated by its users. The same section 230 that protects Twitter and Facebook. But luckily, Apple slammed its trillion-dollar judicial hammer down to inform the public of the new law. Parler is responsible for the content generated by its users, while Facebook and Twitter are not. It makes sense when we tell you to think it does.
The interesting thing is that a lot of individuals, Steven Crowder being one of them, is suing big the big social media sites for censorship and not having balance in dealing with conservatives. Candace Owen as well, suing Facebook and Twitter. This woman here, she's good. What did she have to say? I posted that.
Hypocrisy of the left is on full display. Quote, go to the Hill. Get in the face of some Congress people. We've got to fight in Congress. Fight in the courts. Fight in the streets. take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Go and take Trump out tonight. Sound familiar? What about the gentlewoman from New York who defended the looting by saying looters just wanted loaves of bread? Well, the last I checked, Best Buy and Teslas and stores of the like do not produce baked goods. Where's the accountability for the left after encouraging and normalizing violence? Rather than actually helping American people in this time, we start impeachments that further divide our country.
Yep, she's good. That is, I think she's in the House of Representatives from Colorado. She's got a good point. Trump's in all this trouble. Trump is in all this big old trouble because of inciting an insurrection. Yet everything that he said was toned down compared to what the left was saying during the BLM protests. How do I get in front of it? Protests. We could play clips of Biden is the one who said he'd like to take Trump behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Biden said that. Of course, our now Vice President Kamala, she said that the riots should continue. The protests should continue even after the election. She promoted them, and she fought to get them released from prison, from jail. She had set up she pointed people to here it is. Here's Charlie Kirk's tweet that I shared. Could you imagine the outrage if the Republicans donated to bail out Capitol Hill rioters out of jail right now, the way Kamala Harris encouraged her supporters to do with the terrorists who burned down Minneapolis through the Minnesota Freedom Fund? Hypocrisy, folks. Hypocrisy. Here's something. This is so long ago. This is January 16th. What is today? This is 10 days ago. We got 10 days of material to go through here. Just a reminder that almost every violent BLM Antifa riot in 2020 was organized on this platform. Dozens of people murdered, cops badly injured, billions of dollars in property damage, horrible terrorist attacks like Kenosha, all organized on Twitter. No participants suspended. That's in response, I do believe, to Trump being suspended for organizing the insurrection on Twitter. Again, hypocrisy. Look at this one. Look at this picture. I might screw this whole thing up and have to end this. Yep. I knew that would happen. There's some pictures of my family there. Let me zoom out there. Okay. Yeah, well, so look at this picture here. Pretty cool. This is what I'll do. Let me do it this way. There you go. We were told he's a racist. What's going on here? I do believe this was early when in Trump's presidency. I think I remember that picture being taken. There's a cat video. I love cat videos. You have to subscribe to my Facebook to see what that was about. But anyway, this one got me banned from Twitter when I posted it on Twitter. Question: what happens when a man rejects genetic facts and evidence? And the answer is Dr. Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine. This individual is going to tell us how to be healthy. Let me see. Can I make this go away here? I don't think I can. All right. This individual is going to tell us how to be healthy when he actually suffers from mental health issues. instead of getting this individual help, we encourage this individual, which is a big problem. A big problem. Don't get me started on transgenderism. This is a funny video I found on TikTok. I'll share it with you.
Biden. All right, let's see here.
Do a little research.
Bikers for Biden. Is that a tricycle? All right, let's see. Let's do truckers for Biden. No. How about boaters? Boating for Biden. That's an inner tube. No, okay. How about police? Definitely no. Military for Biden. That's Chinese military. No, that's not.
That's
correct.
funny.
How about nuns?
That's
nuns.
funny.
Nuns for Biden. Nuns for Biden. That's the devil. Yeah, they cheated.
All right, this one got banned. Let's see the photo. This one got false information flag on Facebook. Winning an election versus stealing an election. That one, Facebook didn't like that one too much. There's a video I made on my other channel. I assume everybody that's watching this has definitely subscribed over there. Well, there's a lot of comments on this one. Okay, here's the one I was going to start on. And this is funny. Wow. This is January 21st, the day after our new president took office. Wow. Not one negative word about the U.S. presidency by the mainstream media in 24 hours. That's weird. It is really weird. You have to admit. And I sometimes I watch the evening news with David Muir, and wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if I would love to be able to find somewhere on YouTube or somewhere on the internet where I can watch the evening news with you guys, because I always have a lot to say. I get excited about it. So maybe that'll happen. All right, here we go. Federal agents. This happened the day after the president, Biden, took over. Who knew, is what I said. But Charlie Kirk, he posted on Twitter, federal agents in Portland shot tear gas at insurrectionists who were attempting to storm a federal ICE facility in Portland last night. Where's the media coverage of Joe Biden's reaction to this peaceful protests? Where's the media's coverage of that at all? We heard something about a policeman ran over some people who surrounded his vehicle just the other night, but that was a different situation. And this was in Portland. Funny how the mainstream media doesn't cover that. More Charlie Kirk. He tweeted, Washington, D.C.'s mayor just suddenly decided to lift the ban on indoor dining 2 days after Joe Biden's inauguration. This was never about the virus. It was always about getting Donald Trump out of office. And there lies a lot of truth. A lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that. It really seems, even California today, on the 26th of January, lifts its stay-at-home order. Really? Aren't there like lots of people dying in California? Aren't there new variants coming? And, we have trouble with people getting vaccinated, and new COVID variants are coming, and isn't the risk still at a very high level? Another tweet by Charlie Kirk. Joe Biden can violate his own executive order mandating masks on federal land because he was, quote unquote, celebrating, but Americans can't, quote unquote, celebrate birthdays, weddings, baptisms, anniversaries, or anything else without fear of being fined or arrested. Rules for thee, but not for me. Joe Biden, you know, you could probably find a video or a picture of him every day on federal land, because everywhere he goes is federal land. Almost everywhere you will see him during his presidency, he's on federal property. He's supposed to have a mask on all the time. So that was pretty dumb of him. I stole this from somebody else. 4,367 people died yesterday from COVID due to Joe Biden's failed leadership. And somebody said to me, you can't blame the president for that. And I said, I know. You can't. Found this on TikTok. Let's turn the volume on.
With these things, we
will start
this pandemic.
The caption on top says, first time hearing this. So it's a TikTok video of these two guys pretending, for sure, that this is the first time that they've heard this.
The pandemic is that the president has no intercourse whatsoever with the rest of the world on dealing with these things. We led, like Barack Obama led in the in the pandemic that occurred when we were in office. It was kept in Africa. We organized the world. We put things together. This pandemic. The pandemic is that the president has no intercourse whatsoever with the rest of the world on dealing with these things. We led, like Barack Obama led in the in the pandemic.
80 million people voted for that guy. A call for unity. And this White House correspondent asked the question, if Biden wants unity, where's the Republican representative on Joe Biden's cabinet? And he asks a few other questions as well. Let me turn that up and we'll listen to this. I found this also on TikTok.
This guy here needs a raise.
I just gave you a hard time. So I want to push you a little bit more on that question. Like if there's this call for unity that the president made in his speech yesterday, but there has so far been almost no fig leaf even to the Republican Party. You don't have a Republican cabinet member like President Obama and I think President Clinton had. The executive orders that he's come out the gate have been largely designed at erasing as much of the Trump legacy as you can with executive orders, much of which the Republican Party likes and agrees with. You've put forth an immigration bill that has a path to citizenship but doesn't do much of a nod towards the border security, and you've got a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that has, as folks have said, already drawn all sorts of criticism. Where is the actual action behind this idea?
Where's the action? Where is the actual proof that Biden wants unity? Allow me to do a little rant now. And I don't know how many people will watch this, but you're here, so hopefully you can benefit from this. I get so much heat on my other YouTube channel because on the other YouTube channel I talk about Christianity and how Christians voted for Biden, and I get a lot of feedback about Trump was an evil person. Trump was mean. Trump wasn't a Christian. Trump was a vile, sinful man. Well, yeah, he was. Trump was mean to people. Trump was so rude, and he came across so rough and so, Tim, he wasn't a Christian. Where was your criticism of him? Because now I'm criticizing Biden. I'm criticizing his policies. And people are like, oh, you'd rather have somebody who spoke this way about women or this did this, that, and the other thing? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. And I think I might make a video about it on the other channel, maybe. But you have Biden, who comes across as a nice guy, quite confused, gets lost in his words, and sometimes forgets where he is, but he's a nice guy. Comes across as a nice guy, comes across as sensitive to other people. He really does. Trump didn't do that. Trump was mean. He was harsh. People he disagreed with, he spoke harshly about them. So, Tim, why would you prefer Trump over Biden? And the reason is policies. Policies. Biden's policies are anti-biblical. Trump's policies are more biblical. They're close to biblical principles. They promote, many of them promoted biblical principles, clearly. And Biden's do not. So why was Trump promoting biblical principles? Was it because he is a Christian? I don't think so. Was it because it resonated with his voter base and it gave him popularity? It gave him the position he had because he appealed to that particular voter base, and by keeping his promises to that voter base, he could be a politician who kept his promises, which would make him look better. Is this all about him looking better? Maybe. I don't know why. I don't know why for sure he went forward with a lot of his policies that were pro-Christianity. But he did, so I liked him. Was he a Christian? Is he a Christian? I don't know. I hope that he becomes a Christian. If he's not, I hope the same thing for Biden. But if we're putting people in a position to make decisions for our country, one of them's a jerk with good policies, the other one's a really nice guy, or at least comes across that way, but his policies are anti-Christian, blasphemous policies, who are you going to pick? We're not picking a pastor. We're not picking a priest. We're picking a president. End of rant. If you're actually still watching this, because there's so few subscribers on this YouTube channel, comment below. All right. A lot of people love Trump. I wonder why. And here on TikTok, I came up with these. The great thing about TikTok is these are just a minute long, and I can throw a whole bunch of them together here for you. All right, let's play this.
Millions of Americans sincerely love Donald Trump. They love him in spite of everything they've heard. They love him often in spite of himself. They love Donald Trump because no one else loves them. The country they built, the country their ancestors fought for over hundreds of years, has left them to die in their unfashionable little towns, mocked and despised by the sneering half-wits with finance degrees but no actual skills who seem to run everything all of a sudden. Whatever Donald Trump's faults, he is better than the rest of the people in charge. At least he doesn't hate them for their weakness. Donald Trump, in other words, is and has always been a living indictment of the people who run this country. That was true 4 years ago when Trump came out of nowhere to win the presidency, and it's every bit as true right now. Trump rose because they failed. It's as simple as that. If the people in charge...
Tucker Carlson, that's who was speaking, if you didn't know. Tucker Carlson, Fox News. Conor McGregor lost again. I think he's past his prime. Wow, this got a lot of comments. What is it? Okay. Here. Wait a minute. Here's 2 tweets put together. October 15th, 2020. We're 8 months into this pandemic and Donald Trump still doesn't have a plan to get this virus under control. And then he tweeted, doesn't have a date on it. Oh, it wasn't a date. It was a statement he was making. There is nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months. Nothing. Wait. Day one, Biden said, day one, we will take action to get this thing under control. Now he says, there's nothing we can do. I heard somebody else say today, I forget who it was. It was pretty funny. Somebody said, Biden's plan of attack against COVID sounds a lot like the racist one that Trump put forward. These people. Oh, my goodness. All right. I like this. Amazon. Amazon seems to be held to a different standard than everybody else, don't they? Here's somebody pointing out the hypocrisy that we are experiencing, the way small businesses are treated compared to Amazon.
Amazon, back in October, reported having over 20,000 cases of COVID in their warehouses. 20,000. Now, if that same thing were to happen to one small business, the governors and the lockdown loonies would have had a field day with one case. You see what they do to public schools. Yeah. Public schools, one kid has a case, one case is reported, they shut the whole school down. Yeah. Amazon has 20,000 cases reported up until October. Who knows what that number is now? And what are they doing? They're not only in business, but they're expanding at a rapid rate. Yeah. I mean, the hypocrisy it's insane. And that's what we're here. We're here to fight for our rights as individuals and as small business owners and as the middle class of America, who have been forgotten by politicians, trampled by corporations, and getting the short end of the stick since March. Yeah.
I have no idea who those guys are, but it made a lot of sense. Again, something I found on TikTok. TikTok's pretty cool. But just like everything else on the internet, you got to be careful where you go, what you click on. Let's see this. Yeah, I got banned from Twitter. We have determined that you have violated the Twitter rules, so you'll need to wait some time before using Twitter again. That's that Dr. Rachel thing that I posted. I also used hashtag dude looks like a lady. That probably got me in trouble as well. The other YouTube channel I keep referring to, 60,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing here? Oh, okay, this is a hot one. This is my latest one, and perhaps in the future I'll do these live YouTube videos on this channel, just giving you a couple of these a day, rather than me going through a whole week worth of content. Okay, so My comment is, when the tough gets going, excuse me, when the going gets tough, what do you do when the going gets tough? This is a picture of this individual who is a track competitor in track. And let me move that over again. All right. So this is Craig Telfer. Craig Telfer. In 2016, Craig was ranked 200th. I don't know if it's nationally or worldwide. Let's go with worldwide. Craig was ranked 200th in 2016. 2017, Craig was rated 390th. So going down. He's not having much success. 2018, Craig decides to, quote unquote, transition to female. Transition. I decided I'm going to be a female. Well, what was the impact that had in Craig's track competition in 2019? This is the first time I noticed. Cece. Not Craig. Cece Telfer is national champion. This was before the Biden era. But boy, Biden is undoing a whole lot of stuff. Interesting times we live in. If you haven't subscribed, if you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, boy, you better subscribe, because you really like this YouTube channel if you're still watching. Let me see how to shut this baby down. Oh, I could read some comments before I go. Luke says, even though the evidence hasn't been looked at by the courts, is it still okay for us to claim that election has been stolen as truth-committed Christians? It's a good question. Perhaps we should say we believe that it has been stolen, rather than saying that we know for sure, because we weren't there. We've heard a lot of people and give their opinions and their firsthand accounts. That's a good point, Luke. Marlon says, yes, they say racism is the virus. Luke says again, or should we just say that the election could have been stolen, but we can't know? Hey, Luke, I gave you the same answer. You're right. We agree. And then Mylon responded, Biden had 50 years for change, but what happened? Trump is rough but real. Trump is rough but real. Why don't I title this video that Marilyn? Sorry, I can't pronounce names very well. Trump is rough but real. That'll be the name of this video. There you go. Thanks for watching. There is actually a few of you watching right now. Thanks for watching. And I'll do more of these. Okay, I'll do more of these. They'll be shorter probably, and a little better editing. But you watched the first one. Thanks a lot. And leave your feedback in the comments of this video. Thanks. See you later.